Welcome to the Groove Show. In this video, we're going to talk about one of the most forgotten disasters in LA history. In fact, a lot of people that lived in LA didn't even know this occurred. The breaking of the dam, Baldwin Hills Dam in 1963. Y'all check out this video.
Impending disaster in Los Angeles as a crack appears in the Baldwin Hills Dam and rapidly widens. Behind the dam are 300 million gallons of water. Below in the valley, people have been warned to flee their homes. With a mighty roar, the earthen wall of the dam collapses. From a KTLA helicopter, this remarkable picture is recorded as the floodwaters rip through the exclusive residential area. Everything is swept before the mighty tide. Houses are crushed like matchboxes or cut loose from their foundations and set adrift in the raging maelstrom. The dam was considered one of the finest of its kind and had never developed any sign of a fault before this. The cause of the break? Some say it might have been caused by an oil pocket beneath the dam that had been pumped dry and collapsed. The force of the water is vividly illustrated here as cars are picked up like a child's toys and tossed down the valley. Authorities discovered the first crack about 4 hours before the dam let go. Thus, they were able to warn the residents. Police cars and motorcycles screamed through the streets with sirens wailing. Disaster units manned helicopters. Television, radio, and telephone gave the alarm. So rapidly was the warning spread that only 3 persons lost their lives. As the waters subside, a sea of mud remains. Mud and the ruins of hundreds of homes. Here, the camera follows the course of the floodwaters that they took down the devastated valley.
I want y'all to remember that. This area right here.
Damage has been estimated at $15 million. 64 homes were destroyed, and another 200 received major damage. These were homes valued as high as $100,000. Another 2,000 residential and business structures were damaged. Payment for damages will probably revolve around a court decision on who was to blame. The Department of Power and Water is covered by a $14 million insurance policy, but if it is found that the dam collapsed because of a natural failure or act of God, no one would collect.
You see what the population in Baldwin Hills was at this time.
The path of the water. Hundreds of residents returned to their homes to salvage what they can, but little escaped damage. It will be many long months before the Baldwin Hills area begins to return to normal. Many say that they will rebuild here. Others want to move away as far as possible. The flood at Baldwin Hills will be long remembered, but the question that remains to be answered: how could such a disaster happen?
All right. So now that you've seen the video, this is a Google Maps of that area in 2026. The reason I brought this up is because I moved here in 75 in these apartments here. So before they covered the dam up, we used to go up to the dam and look into the dam. And the way we used to go up there is I stayed here on Carmona. This is Coliseum. This hill right here led all the way up to the dam. We would walk up this hill all the way to the top. Walk up this hill all the way to the top. And cross over about here. Get onto this street. Walk along this street. Get to the end, and we were able to look into the dam. They covered it all in. This is how it looks in 2026. But however, let me take you back a few years. This is the dam when it busted, 1963. Um, you can see the little crack here in the side. Over to the left, you can see the street that I was talking about. We used to walk up to. That's 63. Uh, by diversion, see the crack, and there's the street over to the left. So I found that on this picture on the internet. So I kept looking for pictures because we didn't have cameras in our days when we were going up there to see the view of what we looked. And finally I found one. And this is the picture that I found. This picture was in 1970. So in 1970, I moved in area 74s, 74, 75. A lot of kids were going up, you know, it was easy just to walk up the street, walk up and see the dam. Seen it once, you've seen it all. But this is how it looked in 1970. Inside you can see it's like bushes, trees. The opening is much bigger. It all fell down. I'm gonna give you a more closer up view. In this view, you can see where there's a gate. You see here, there's a gate. And if you look at the outside real hard, you can see there's a gate that went along the line. The reason they had that gate because fools was going across here and walking into the dam. And you can see the trails. Once you walked up into the end of the street, you can see the trails. Fuck that, I wasn't doing that. But once they put the gate, people were still making holes. And that's how it looked. This is exactly how it looked in '74 when I was going up there. That side street. And you could just stand there and look in the inside of it. Nothing major. For me, was fascinating is how it looks now. Filled up. Now, I'm going to give you just one angle before I get up out of here. If I can turn it around, you can see it more from the view. Now that be with that view. Or more like that view. When we look at it like that. But that's the Baldwin Hills Dam. Totally looks different now. Before I get up out of here, I want to see something. Let me see if let me try street view. Let's see something. Okay, so Uh, let's see, turn this around. Uh, there's the gate. There's the gate right there. Still got the gate. So we used to walk to this gate. These houses right here weren't there. That go around this corner on this side. This was a big gate. This was the chain link fence like this gate here. Like this gate right here. Went all the way down. Went all the way down. And you could basically look over into the canyon. And then through this gate, you can see the dam. I don't think this is the original gate. I think it was another gate that was here, but yeah, there was the gate. Yeah, we walked all the way down this, all the way up this street. And all these houses, like I say, on the right-hand side are right there. Something else I want to look at. Let's go to, so I can show you the hill. Just so you can get a idea how steep this hill was that we walked up. This is the hill that we walked up from the street level. Let's get back to the street. And this was to clear out. And that's what the hill looked like from the street level. That gate wasn't there. We walked right up this hill and go up to the dam. So yeah, that was the whole gist of the Baldwin Hills Dam. I hope y'all like this, man. Subscribe to the channel. I'll be back with some more interesting extraterrestrial things. Until the next time, man. Peace. I'm out of here.